Hey y'all, it's Jen. I am back to work on part 4 of my top hat skeleton journal. I'm going to work on these plastic pages. These were snack bags, probably from Dollar Tree, that I bought last year that are plastic. So I'm going to need to stitch those because I don't trust the Fabri-Tac glue to hold the plastic for very long when you're pushing things in and out, pushing and pulling things in and out of a pocket. So I'm going to turn them into a pocket with some offcuts of where I printed half pages. I keep the end piece offcuts and I use them for making things stiffer. I covered them with dictionary page that I had coffee dyed, and then I took some Distress Oxide and just inked around the edges. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to not back these because I'm going to glue them to this page when I get them done. And I'm going to use some of these flat quilting clips to hold it on and hold it in place while I'm stitching it. These I got at Dollar Tree for a little bit of nothing, you know, $1.25 or so. And I can't remember how many come to a package, but they work well, so that's what I'm going to use. And I'm going to stitch around just 3 sides to create a pocket. So I'm going to stitch those down, and I have 2 of those in here. Where's the other one? Let me find the other one. I did also make some cards, some decoupage cards with the tissue paper, the mustache tissue paper to add into here. Here's the other one. I'm going to do the same thing for this one. Now also I found a policy envelope in my stash, and it's a little too big for this journal. So what I did was let me move this. I marked it to how wide I wanted it, and then I moved it over here and I marked it to how deep I wanted it, and I'm going to cut this policy envelope to fit the page. My cutter. And then I'm going to stitch around it. So I'm just going to cut it off. I broke the tip off of my little blade, so. And I live in a small area with limited craft stores, and right now they're out of these blades, so I either have to wait until they get one in, or I have to order one and have it mailed in, shipped in. So I'm going to, now I thought about folding this up, but then I decided no, I'm gonna cut it off, and I'll show you why. Of course, I cut the wrong mark first, so let me remark this. About there. Cut that off. Now I can make a little booklet to go inside of the journal as well, with the same style of ephemera paper that I've been using. So, or I can clip a little thumb hole here and glue these 2 sides together and make a little floating pocket. So we'll see. In the meantime, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this policy envelope up now that I have it cut. And I'm going to stitch around this top edge. And then I'm going to stitch this edge. And then I'm going to glue it together. And I'm going to stitch these 3 sides together. And then it will be stitched all around. And then I'm going to glue it to this page. Probably do some stamping behind it. And so I'm going to do all those things and then I'll be back. Okay, so I stitched around those. Stamped my page and glued them in. And then I went to my stash and I found some decoupage flashcards backed with coffee dyed paper, and I will ink these up. I want to stitch around these, and then I'm going to find a pull to add to the top. I'll probably add the pull before I stitch, and then these fit very, very nicely inside of there. And then I'm going to do a separate video on how I completed the envelopes. So that'll be the next video. And then here is my policy envelope. And I did go ahead and cut a little bit more of a scoop out here just to give me more room to get in. And took another decoupaged piece, and I'm going to clip the corners, ink around it, ink the back, stitch around it, and this is going to slide into here. And then I will add my little string wraparound tie to it. And then I also stamped around on that page. And then I'll probably add a cluster or some more stamping or something to the top of this. And then here is the other guy glued in. And then in here I also put another flashcard. This one is just coffee dyed and gessoed, and I did not sand it. I liked the texture of it. Put some coffee dyed paper on the back. Again, I'll add a pull tie to this and do some inking and stitch around it. And I think that is it for now. And I'm going to work on the video for the envelopes, and that is going to be a separate video. I'll be honest with you guys, I'll try to get it up today, but I'm not sure it's going to make it. I've started that video 6 times total and have yet to be able to complete it. I'm also going to work on making some clusters with these pieces and do some inking and stamping on these more blank coffee dyed pages. Thanks for watching, guys.